allegedly on some sort of website and you were like selling the
Yeah, I mean, people of course are gonna like put pictures of me on websites. I mean, that's always been a thing. Even before I had followers, like people make fake profiles all the time.
But
So
it was verified
he's
though.
probably like an ex or something.
It was verified though. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I got a call. What'd you say?
Yeah, so what would you say because they were verified? Yeah, for those websites, if to be verified.
Yeah, and I saw the profile, and you know what's funny is, so that profile got exposed about me, like I would say like a month ago. But that profile has already been exposed about me like 9 months ago. Like when I first got pregnant, somebody posted that. So if it was my profile, wouldn't you think I have deleted it 9 months ago when it first came out? I don't have access to that profile. It's not mine. Also, apparently I found out that that profile that's verified, you have to like set the location to where you're working and you have to be there to set the location. The location was set in Houston. I've literally never even been to Houston. So there's no way that that could have been mine. Also, people saying, oh, it was verified. You can verify yourself, yes, and then just post other people's pictures. Very easy to do that. You can do that anywhere. So that's what I'm assuming that is what was going on with the whole like profile, whatever. I don't want to say the word, but yeah.
Yeah. Some people are saying that you're putting on, or are you putting Val out to do that too? That type of work where she can be like a sugar daddy?
No. She came to LA. I put her on a bottle service gig. She's been making money. I mean.
Oh, she's a bottle service girl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your opinion about her allegedly vaping in front of, was it your baby?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that? Why didn't you tell her like, hey, not in front of my baby and smack the vape out her?
It wasn't in front of my baby. She wasn't even blowing it out. In the video, you can literally see she's not even blowing it out. Do you know what zeroing means? Like when you zero smoke?
Oh, no, I'm not a fiend. I'm not a fiend.
Yeah, me neither. It means when you hold it in your mouth and you don't blow and you don't exhale. So she wasn't even exhaling. It was just a rule inside the restaurant to like not vape inside of restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, vaping is not a crime. I don't give a fuck, so.
Uh-huh. Damn, okay.
I mean, my baby daddy and his mom both have admitted that they smoke cigarettes, so, like, I'm sure they smoke, like, and then, like, are around my son right after that, so literally, what's the difference?
Damn, so you think Mr. 2K doesn't, I don't think he would do it in front of the son? Because I've spoken to that individual. He seems like a...
But it wasn't in front. Like, we were in an open area. My son was on the opposite side of the table. Like, it was nowhere near him. He was not next to her, in her lap, in front of her, to the side of her. He was, like, a whole person over.
Yeah. Okay. And somebody here, they keep spamming the same thing. What about us? Allegedly some sort of miscarriage tattoo? What's that about?
Yeah, I already said I'm only going to talk about that on Snapchat, not TikTok, only because I'm going to at least make money off that story because it's a crazy story. Guys, time to.
But just to get that right, I mean, you're going to speak on it over there, but just to get that right, allegedly you had a baby and that's why you got a tattoo that there's a miscarriage.
I mean, there's a whole thing to it. I mean, like, I can't even, like, really dabble into it because it's a whole thing. And, like, I have my side to it. He's saying false information and I just want to, like, clock it. But, like, I don't want to say it on here. I want to say it on my Snapchat, you know?
And what is it that he's saying, quote unquote?
He's basically saying that I told him that I was pregnant and then I lost the baby. And apparently the whole reason why I did that was because I wanted him to stay with me. That is what he is saying happened.
Is that true? Is that true?
That's not true. That's his side. That's what he thinks. But there's my side.
Okay.
So,
interesting analysis. Okay.
It's a long story, so that's why I can't really like sum it up. You know, that's why I want to take my time to tell it.
Yeah. What'd you think about Val doing the DoorDash with her baby?
You know, I mean, she already told everybody on here a million times. She, you know, the dad didn't want to take care of the kids, wasn't claiming them. So she took it in her own hands to go drop the kids off. I mean, what's wrong with that? She's holding him accountable to what he's supposed to be doing anyways.
But did you see she lied though? Because she says she waited and then she ran like a track star. Like she ran quick instead of waiting.
So what the video he cut off, and you know what's funny is the person who posted that video about her, which is her sister-in-law, she actually texted her last night apologizing. So what you see online is not always what is happening behind closed doors, because even the sister-in-law who posted the video apologized and said, like, you know, it made you look bad, but like, and I'm sorry because you're getting all this hate, but the video wasn't what it seemed to have been, because they cut the video. So he had opened the door like seconds, right? When she walked away, he had opened the door. She didn't leave them there and they were just sitting there. So she just didn't want to like come face to face with him, which is why she left, which is totally fine. So
Yeah. Okay. Interesting analysis here.
hell yeah, thank you. And he even called CPS on her for that, and CPS found the case like they didn't find anything bad. They didn't find her to be like neglecting her kids. So obviously, if CPS already handled the case and heard the case, and you know they didn't find anything wrong with it, then there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. Would you do that, hypothetically speaking? Like, say if 2K didn't want to attend for the child, would you do a drive-by at DoorDash as well?
Well, their situation's different. They live in the same state. I don't live in the same state as him, so that wouldn't even. I mean, probably not. Most likely not.
Okay.
And all these people that have babies together, they live in the same state. I don't live in the same state. I live hours away, so it's like
yeah,
different situations.
So every time that you have to see your kid, 2K has to fly to you.
By court order, yes.
So will you ever consider you flying out to Winter instead?
Well, that's not the court order, and I only follow the court order.
Okay, but no, I'm asking you, like hypothetically speaking, wouldn't you want to move closer? Like,
I can't even talk hypothetically when it comes to my real life child custody. Yeah. It's not a hypothetical thing; it's real life.
I understand, but it's because they're saying that there's always, every time he flies, he gets an ear infection and ache.
He's more than capable. Ear infections aren't caused from flying; they're from a buildup of bacteria. So, no.
Okay. Another question here: how does she feel that Ash called her a bad mother?
No comment. I just don't give a fuck.
Okay. Are you still good with
Ash Trevino?
Yeah. Are you still good with ROTC boy Santos?
He's cool or whatever.
Okay. So are you and Val roommates now? Like roomies? Yeah.
No, I just moved to my new apartment. She's actually leaving back to Dallas at the end of the month. She's just staying with me for a bit, which I don't have any problem hosting a friend.
They said, how does she feel that Ash said everybody was sleeping with everybody? Is that true?
No.
Because there's word on the street that you're with GTA or something like that. So I just
I've never slept with GTA, and he'll confirm that. That's fucking weird. No. Okay. I was with Chairs the whole weekend.
Now, also, GTA did mention once that he said that 2K was zesty because you showed him a video, something along the lines that 2K had
I did show GTA and Ruben and Ray in the car when I first met them. I did show them a video of, I mean, not a video, a picture, but it wasn't, how are they saying, revenge porn? It wasn't anything like that. It was, a picture that was already leaked before that I got sent to me. So somebody sent me a picture that was like, look, his picture got leaked. And then I just showed them that. It's not something that was from our personal whatever relationship and I showed them a picture. No, it was already all over the internet.
Damn. So but my question is, why would you show all those dudes that? Like, what was the point of that?
We were having a conversation and it seemed fitting because they were asking why he always goes online calling me a bop and calling me an e-score and all this stuff. And I'm like, look, how can he call me all these things when this is him online? And I was just showing them the picture.
Interesting analysis. They said, ask her, why doesn't she encourage Val to go home and find work over there and be closer to her kids?
I encourage Val to do what she's an adult. She's a mother herself. I support what she thinks is a good idea. If she's asking for my advice, I'll give it to her. But if she's not asking, then I'm going to let her do what she thinks is best. She's her own person at the end of the day. And she is going back to Dallas at the end of the month, which I had a conversation with her about. We planned our whole month out. So yeah, I mean, I encourage her in ways that I can, but she's her own person, as is everyone.
Yeah, okay. Now, do you have like you have an own apartment or you just kind of like hotel to hotel kind of thing, Airbnb?
No, I'm on a lease. This is my apartment. This is the game room. Val's sleeping, so I didn't want to be in my apartment. But I just moved to a bigger unit.
Oh, okay. Now, do you do cooking a lot or you just or you do DoorDash?
Like I eat out every day.
Oh, like hamburger, like Ash's kind of food, like bean dips and.
No, not junk food. This is literally like all protein. Like this is steak. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I eat In-N-Out sometimes. I'm gonna learn how to cook when like I'm a wifey, you know?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
Yeah, guys, we need 2 hand hearts.
They said, can you ask her about using a secondhand car seat that had rips in it? What's that about?
Yeah, so he came on here and said that I don't even know how the conversation started. he said something about. I'm sorry, I don't know how it started, so I'm trying to just figure it out. Okay, so basically, he wasn't around my whole pregnancy, and then he was there for the birth. He wanted to be there for the birth. So I was like, okay. So then, like a week before the birth, we were spending time together. Like I was at his Airbnb, and you would think during that time, since he wanted to be there for the birth, you would think he'd be like, hey, is there anything Winter doesn't have that you need? Maybe because he's like such a good dad, right? He's so
excellent,
forgiving. You know, you would think he'd be like, hey, like, you know, is there anything that you don't have that maybe that he needs? But he never asked that. So he was mad that somebody had given me a car seat to take my son home in, because you have to take your baby home in a car seat. It's like standard. And he just didn't like how the car seat looked. I guess he didn't like that it wasn't brand new or something. But if he was so worried about it, he could have just bought his own son.
That one?
Yeah, that's the car seat. And so it's not like anything was wrong with it, but yeah, I mean, my friend gave it to me. It was literally last minute. Like, so yeah, if he had such a problem with it, he could have literally just been like, bought him a new one. But I mean, he has all this money, but he didn't want to buy anything for his son. That was the whole thing that it like led up to be. He never bought anything for Winter leading up, not even a diaper, not even a wipey. I had to literally like argue with him just to buy a pack of diapers the first day we came back home from the hospital. So
well, didn't you say you were well off?
He used to be this like amazing giving dad, but he couldn't even buy his own son diapers. Like it was so weird.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep it.
And I'm not trying to clock anybody on being broke. It wasn't because he couldn't. He definitely could have. He just didn't want to because he didn't want to do anything that would help me out. Because if he had to make my life easier to provide something for his son, that would have been a fucking problem. So that's what it was.
Yeah, and I want to keep it neutral because I know you see me sometimes go live with him, but I'm always going to be neutral as possible. But didn't you just say earlier when we were talking that you had some sort of sugar daddy that left you pretty well set? So why did he need to provide if you were kind of already well off?
I mean, is the sugar daddy the dad to my son, or is he?
Well, I mean,
whose responsibility is the child then?
True.
Random?
That is true, but if you're financially pretty well off from that sugar daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Then we can share financial responsibilities.
Interesting analysis. Okay.
We both share the child.
Yeah. Okay. Another question here. Does she miss the family she had with 2K?
Me?
Yeah, like do you miss like...
We were never a family, so what is there to miss? He was a horrible boyfriend to me. There's nothing to fucking miss. I literally hated myself because of him.
For real?
Hated myself. Yes, he made me hate myself.
Well, that's not good. That's not healthy. Okay, what about like
I'm out of that. It's been years.
Yeah. So what about like the relationship with his mom and the sister? Because I remember interviewing 2K. And
I have no relationship with them. They've never really done anything. Or the only thing they've ever like done is like talk shit about me online. They've never offered me anything. They never talked to me about my son. They never reached out. They never apologized. They've never tried to be cordial. We just don't talk. They've just talked shit about me constantly online. They stalk me.
Okay. Now when I interviewed 2K, I asked him a question and I said, because I like to think of the positive things. And I said, can you name one positive thing that you liked about Brianna? You know what I'm saying? And he told me. So now I want to ask you, is there one positive thing that you enjoyed about him before it got ugly?
There was never anything positive or good about our relationship. It was horrible from the beginning to the end.
There has to be one positive.
I'm not exaggerating.
One thing, just one thing you liked about the young man.
I'd have to think really hard.
Damn.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Like honestly, I can't. I don't. Y'all have no idea the things that we went through. I don't have anything good to say.
Okay, thank you so much, 2K, for the galaxies. I appreciate that, my brother. Okay, now is there any rumors you would like to debunk about your parenting that's going around? Because there's always a bunch of rumors about your.
I just don't give a fuck what people think about my parenting. Real life, I don't live my life on social media. I have a real life outside of social media. When I click end live, like my life goes on.
Okay. Now, outside of all the drama and stuff, do you think he is a good dad?